Welcome back to Tidbits and Tea. Got a quick sketch that I did. I'm sorry, this one I did not film myself drawing it. I had some stuff going on and didn't have a chance where I was sitting to pull up the camera, and I really wanted to sketch, so I did. This woman seems to be coming out a lot in my sketches right now, and I'm not really sure why. Either A, she needs attention, or B, she needs to know something, or someone around her needs to know something. Either way, we'll go ahead. Maybe you're one of my followers that's trying to put some pieces together, and we'll see what we can do for you today. So this one's a pretty cut and dry one. It's very simple. There's not a ton going on. You have three main people, and then you have a fourth over here, kind of sitting around the corner, maybe a fifth there. The main woman that's got all this going on in her energy and in her head. Hair holds energy, but at a certain point, if the energy is stagnant and not moving out, it can make one a little bit nuts. So it is possible that it is affecting her, because you see her mouth is still open. She's still angry and letting loose on people. And just furious. Male side, right side, female side, left side. She's furious at a woman. She's furious at a man. On her female side, she's hiding a lot of pain, which will probably be a lot of energy in her hair. On her right side, she looks like she's hiding an older man over here, or possibly an older woman that's in her ear. And the reason I say that, I'll get to here in just a second. But it could be this gentleman here, because he seems to be feminine. We'll get to that. And it could be even this woman that's up here in his head, because she is in her ear here, coming right out of her like she's speaking. It does, to me, though, almost even look like this older man here. And I just noticed this. I didn't notice this earlier. You can kind of see the older man is riding a horse. So that is a bane around her neck, that this man is riding a horse. And she may be the horse, and she may also be the rabbit. You do see a rabbit around her throat. She's being very quiet about her promiscuity and about the things that she does and the things that she feels like she needs to hide, or who she's with, even, for that matter. You can see, again, the horse across her neck, and in the horse there is a man on her right shoulder. Looks a little angry. It could be this man here, could be this man here, but I think it's this man here. And again, like I said, it could be this one. Either way, he's angry, and it's causing the burdens of the world for her. Whoever she's sleeping with, you see this older man riding the horse, whoever she's allowing to ride her horse, that's weighing on her feminine and masculine side. Maybe that's starting to get out in the open. She's got a hidden rabbit over here on the left side shoulder, a hidden rabbit here on the right side shoulder. So this whole promiscuity issue may be too much for her. I don't have her reproductive organs drawn down here, so I cannot see that. I can, however, see down her arm. She's having issues moving forward because of her promiscuity and maybe another promiscuous rabbit. And then on her right side, she's got the horse hanging down the arm, and then right going towards her elbow, which is change in directions. She's having issues changing directions. And since these all look like little rabbits, I would assume with sexual partners and people that she's with. If you look over here, there's this bunny to her right side. The man's licking the bunny's ear and riding the horse at the same time. Then you have this gentleman here hiding his hands. He's got one stuffed in his pocket, like he doesn't want anybody to know what he's doing, and the other's behind his back. So he is trying to keep to himself and keep his opinions to himself here. However, he's looking in the different direction like he didn't do anything, but she's looking, or the rabbit's looking directly at him. So she knows, this may be the one that she was pillow talking with, she knows what he's been up to, and she's not too happy about it. And here's the rabbit on his right side. He's having issues moving forward with her, possibly. Actually, I think it's just she's becoming a burden to him. It's becoming too much for him to deal with and bear, but it's kind of sitting on his his lung area also, not just his shoulder, so he could be having trouble taking life in also. And then on his left side, his shoulder and his arm movement forward with the bunny rabbit is not looking too good because she's angry, so he may have just lost his pillow talk partner. There's an older man and a woman in his mouth up here. So she may be in his mouth, and he may be one of her. There's a little rabbit here between the two of them. 2 rabbits, actually. So she may be with more than one man right now. It's possible. She may not be, but with all the rabbits and the horses running around, she is extremely sexually active, and it is with more than one partner. That I can say. There is a rabbit coming between them, so maybe he's had other partners, or this is her siding up to him, trying to still be the one he moves forward with, because you kind of see this malicious, plotting look in the heart of the rabbit. So maybe she's pretending to be his partner, and he's yelling and angry now. His mouth is open, and he is letting loose. He is not happy. Real quick before I move over to him, let's look up here. She has him in her thoughts, and she has her arms crossed like nobody better take him. And there's an older woman on this side here. He's looking at the older woman like he's just done with it. He's exhausted. He's tired. But it looks like he has 2 watchdogs, one on either side. She's got her arms crossed like nobody's taken him from me. So I don't know if this is a brother she's defending, but I really don't think so. I think it's a sexual partner, whether it was a boyfriend or it was just a partner. Either way, she's kind of putting her foot down here with her arms crossed that he's hers. He looks like he's just done, and he doesn't give a shit, and he's exhausted, and he's just had enough. But as far as she's concerned, she thinks he's complacent and he's going to do what he's told because his mouth is shut. And the same with the mother. He's looking at the mother like he really doesn't care. And I'm saying mother, this older woman here, because it's in her head, and this older woman is in her head. The funny thing is he's seeing her more. Well, no, there's this there. So there's more than one woman in this, but these 2 are definitely keeping an eye on him. And she's in her own thoughts about herself in this situation here. So that's her in her head right there. Very interesting too. And there's some, if you really zoom in, you can see some of the other people in her energy around her and really get in her hair a little bit. I'll let you guys do that. I'm not going to get into her hair. A lot of them are memories, and a lot of it's just energy she's sent out and it's coming back, and things of that nature. And some of it's old she. So when we come over here to this gentleman, he is definitely in his head about these 3 women. This woman here seems to be in the middle. You kind of see the stuff in the energy in her hair, but he doesn't look at her like this. This isn't how he's seeing her. Even though he's angry with her, he still looks at her like someone he either used to love or still cares about in some way, shape, or form. Her area around her collarbone and his are both boogered up. And I say boogered up, but they've got energy there and stuff that possibly are causing problems. You can see right here around his collarbone and here around hers. They both need to be recentered on the essentials of life, of love and joy. And he's probably thinking that about her, but he's the one that really needs to heal himself and recenter and either move forward or maybe go to counseling. I'm not sure. I mean, anytime you have more than one sexual partner, there's going to be issues somewhere. There is this woman that's slightly bit older, and then this woman here that's much older, and she's kind of looking back at her. So I think that this is this woman here, the mother. They kind of look alike here in the picture. So he's thinking about her mother, and possibly another friend or another woman that's in between their age, slightly older than her and younger than her. And then there's this funny little character over here. Not sure who this is, but I think it's this guy down here. So this could even be a family member, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, he's kind of reviewing this whole spiel of people. And the older woman is definitely in her ear, definitely in his ear. She has her mouth going. Here she's smiling like she is in control of this whole thing and she knows what's going on. Possibly mother-in-law if he's married. If not, it could be this woman's mother here, or grandmother figure even. So going on in his head and his right side, he's got this female here that kind of looks like her, and he's got this man here that kind of looks like him. So these two are definitely in his energy or his thoughts also, but they're more in his realistic thoughts than they are in his thought processing. They're more in the action of moving forward, or he is actually in their energy or they're in his energy. Coming down around his collarbone, it's kind of interesting. On the right side, you can see this older man back here, kind of right down in here. On his right side, around his neck, and then on this left side, you see an older woman, and it looks like this mother-in-law, grandmother type down here. So he has two people being very stubborn about keeping him complacent and right where he's at. That might be what's blocking his throat area, where he doesn't feel like he can speak or wants to speak. He looks a little irritated, and he's got an eye on both of them, like he knows something's up. This is also down around his heart. His heart is a little stagnant and upset. He doesn't seem to be very happy. It seems angry, like he wants to speak his heart. He needs to get something off his chest. You can see here with him trying to open his mouth, and it's like stuff's all around it, and it's chaos, like he can't get his words out properly, and that could come from the throat chakra being blocked off somehow. And you kind of see this funny, kind of smirky little face in here that doesn't seem to be his, and it could easily be this older woman with the pointy nose, or it could be this woman here, the daughter or the younger woman, that's got him blocked off so he can't talk or speak. Whether it's just because of the way they fight and the way things are, or whether it's spell work or something different. Either way, his horse, his manpower, his reproductive power is going forward on his right side. The elbow is change and movement with ease, and he is not moving forward sexually right now because his horse is not free and it's sitting on his elbow, which means he is not moving forward with ease. If he is leaving this woman, she is holding on for dear life. It's like a little kid wrapped around someone's foot while they're trying to walk and you're dragging the kid. That's the energy I feel right here. And it just comes out, and once a week she's coming out in something. So, and she has been now for 4 weeks, and she's very energetically dominant to come out into the writing. So she is projecting to me if he's not. So if this is yours, you'll know. This gentleman here, now he's a character. So he's up here with this big bunny rabbit in his head. He is thinking about promiscuity. And this, you really have to zoom in to kind of see it, and maybe not. Maybe you need to come back a little bit more. But it really looks like a rabbit without ears. Maybe I just didn't draw the ears yet. You can kind of see it in here. It's like two happy rabbits. And when I started drawing it, it looked more like a man, and then it just kind of warped around. So, and it's, the point, I think, is his whole thought process is just completely warped in general. I really think that this fuzzy bunny up here is him and this guy here, that he's thinking about them being having relations, and that's what's on his mind. The reason I say that is he is definitely in his ear. His mouth is open. He's got an eye on him with his mouth. It's kind of like he's controlling him with his words, with his thought pattern, with his suggestions. He may be asking this gentleman advice. The burdens of the world have this woman here sitting on his left shoulder. So it is very possible that this woman is his next love interest, and he is doing his best to discourage him from moving forward. And I'm sorry about his eyes. I should have done those better. Sorry, I was sketching very quickly when I did that, but just the fact that the eyes are so dark kind of tell me too that he doesn't want to see reality, or that he has been blinded to something and he's not seeing something for what it is. Maybe he's up late a lot at night. Either way, he's got a lot of circles around his eyes. Every time I've drawn him 3 times, and every time it just comes out a little dark. But I do think he's got himself blinded. because this gentleman here is his goal, is his focal point. He's got the horse on his right shoulder, and his arm, his movement forward, and it is nuzzled up to this guy, and it is part of this guy's left arm. It's kind of like he wants to force him to move forward with him and not this woman. So he is, I mean, you can even see this gentleman here is in his heart. Maybe they've had relations before, maybe they have not. Maybe he just wants to have relations with him and he's been pushing the issue. But you do see this gentleman on his collar, or around his neck here, being very stubborn. And he's kind of, and you see the dark eye here in his throat chakra, like he doesn't see this guy for who he is. He's just kind of like blinded to it almost. Like, I had trouble with that eye too. Oh, there it is. Now I've got it out. Yeah, and it just darks up. Every time I try to draw his left eye, it blacks up. So she doesn't want him to see something. He's got him watching her and probably saying things about this woman here to dissuade him from her, to really kind of get him to move forward into something else. And it's kind of funny, both times I've drawn this woman, I kind of keep missing her face and it kind of blocks up with hair. The hair keeps getting in the way, and it's almost like he's trying to hide her. He doesn't want him to see this girl for who she is. Maybe he has a crush on her. Maybe he's wanting to move forward to this girl. But either way, he is really not wanting her to see that. And I say that, I mean, this could be someone else in his life, but I don't think it is, because it's almost like he's hiding her from him. And as you come down here, his mouth is open. This is the guy here in his heart. This is what he wants. This is where his heart lies. Now, it could be a child or a nephew, and he could just be giving bad advice. But you see kind of here in his throat chakra, it's kind of this malicious smile, like he's holding all the cards and he knows he's going to get his way because he's going to do what he tells him to. He's definitely speaking directly to him, and his ear is wide open. He's got a little bit of hidden stuff going on in his face here, so he is presenting, hiding his feminine aspect here. You kind of see the malicious smile on his feminine side, like he's up to no good here. And this one he's hiding, so he's hiding his true desires possibly. And again, he could just be having issues himself. It may not be directed at him, but the fact that he's trying to merge with this guy in the arm, and the horse is crossing the arm, I think he really wants this guy to be his bunny and they can be promiscuous together, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting out of this. I don't know who this is. Not sure what this is. Oh, and there it goes. And the cat and the dog are going nuts. Oh, that's him. And this is his emotions towards these women. He is just sad. This is not how he envisioned his life. You can kind of see him coming out here. And there's a new opportunity coming in because someone is coming to my door. So I am going to cut it off there and let that go. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful morning and a wonderful week. And I will see you on the next video. Oh, and there's something going on in his chest that I didn't finish, but it really looks like, here's the ears. Really looks like the bunny. She's the one that's on his mind. She's the one he wants. And I'm sorry, this was a fast sketch. I had to whip this one out, and I didn't get to show myself drawing. So I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and good luck with that new opportunity. So the person that came to my door is here to fix something. Sorry, I just thought I'd throw this in real quick. And I was talking about this gentleman talking to him. And maybe this gentleman thinks that he's going to be the new opportunity to fix him and his issues with partners and people and women. Or he's going to fix this little issue here that he sees as an issue, so he can get his fix. I don't believe in coincidences. So we'll see. Again, I don't know if these two have ever been together or if it's just wishful thinking here on his part and he's just got a man crush going on. Either way, there is definitely something going on. And again, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. you.